it's me. Welcome back to my channel. I know what you must be thinking. Joanne, did you get new glasses? Yes. Yes, I did. Thank you for noticing. Oh, the other thing? Yeah, we're outside right now, in the middle of the night, because I have poor time management skills. In today's video, we're going to be remodeling this kitchen table. It is so easy. Yes, even you can do it. If this is the first time you've ever seen my face, hi, hello, my name is Joanne. Welcome to my channel. I do a lot of makeup, book, and lifestyle content. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then I encourage you to subscribe and stick around, because I come at you every single week with a new distraction. Like these dogs in the background. Distraction. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing the finger guns. Anyway, so let's get into the video. Okay, it is voiceover time because those dogs barked throughout the entire process. So I'm going to start off with just telling you a little bit about the project. I found this table for $40 off the Facebook Marketplace. I went and picked it up a few months ago. And as I was working on the project, I found a little gem. This table was actually manufactured in 1993, which was the year I was born, so that's fun. For this particular project, I am using all chalk paint because I want it to have that rusticy country feeling. Feel free to use whichever paint you want for this project. So the first two paints are both from Waverly. I have the moss color and also the white color. To add some details to the table, I'm going to use the Waverly chalk paint in silver lining. You will need a protective finish for your table once you're done painting it. I'm using the Minwax polyacrylic protective finish in clear satin. You will need some buffing blocks or sandpaper to remove the old finish from your table, a cute stencil, and some paintbrushes to apply the products onto your table. I'm using a 3-inch bristle brush here and also a small foam roller. Yay! Okay, so now that we have all of the products out of the way, we're going to start by prepping our surface. To do that, I am using a sanding block in a 60 and 80 grit. You see how shiny the top of the table is? Yeah, we want to get rid of that. So I'm going to start by just sanding the surface quickly. This table is not real wood. It is all particle board and plastic basically, which is why I think the chalk paint is going to look awesome on this table. Next, to prepare the table for the paint, I'm going in with a 120-180 grit sanding block. And again, just going over the surface very quickly, just to give it a nice rough surface for the paint to adhere to. All right, so obviously it's not completely matte because like I said, it's just particle board, but it is much better and our paint will adhere nicely. Dinner break. Don't judge me. Okay, to clean off the table, I'm going to just pour some alcohol on there and wipe it down with a microfiber towel just to get all of the dust and residue off. And real quick, while I'm waiting on the top to dry, the legs and the base of the table are fine for me. If I do anything to the bottom of the table, I'll most likely just scuff it up and maybe put some white chalk paint on them to make them blend in with the top. But I'm going to see how the top looks once I finish it to determine whether or not I think I need to bother with the legs. Right now, they're okay for me. I don't care. I like them the way they are. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, the last thing I think I'm going to do tonight is just apply the first coat of white. So I have the Waverly chalk paint in white. It has a matte finish. And I'm going to use that with the 3-inch paintbrush. Okay friends, it is day 2 of this table project. It rained all night last night and all day today. So luckily I have this nice outdoor studio I'm working in. And my table was well protected. So we are going to go on with the second coat of paint. It's going to be our main color of the table. So let's just get into it. Going in with the Waverly chalk paint in Moss. I really like this color. I'm going for a cottagecore look for my kitchen and basically my whole life at this point, and I thought that this color would be perfect. And the funny thing is that I picked this color out months ago, but now I'm even more excited for it. So I'm quickly going to give the top and edges a quick coat of moss. And now we wait for this coat to dry. That's all that this project is waiting, painting, waiting, painting, waiting, painting, waiting, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it is later and it is colder. The moss color has dried, so I'm going to take the first buffing block and I'm going to just scrape it up a little bit to make it a little bit more rustic, and then go in with the stenciling. We're going to finish this tonight. So the plan is to use these corner pieces right here on each corner of the table. I don't think I'm going to use the large center one, but these corner ones is what we're going for. We'll start in this corner here. The color we're using is Silver Lining, and we're going in with a small foam roller. Okay, I want to be very careful with this because this is the part where it can all go wrong. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Chalk paint is really easy to work with. Just cover it up with the original color and move on. Okay, now we have our stencils on and our table has been sanded and prepped for the protective finish. Again, I'm using the Minwax polyacrylic and a bristle brush. So here we go. I am simply following the directions that the polyacrylic gives me on the back of it. It says to apply a light coat, let that dry for 2 hours, sand it down, and do this up to 3 times. And then after 24 hours, your table is good to eat off and clean and whatever else you do on a table. I don't want to know. Hey, don't forget the edges of your table either. We want the whole table to be protected, not just the top. And now we wait.
2 hours later.
Okay, so the weather just got too bad outside, so I recruited the help of my husband to help me carry the table back inside to the kitchen, and now I am sanding off the protective coat that I put on to add my second layer. After I've sanded, I'm just quickly wiping down the table with water and a microfiber towel and adding my second layer. Okay, let's talk about some of the things that I would have done differently. Do you remember that studio I was working in? Yeah, well, just keep the table inside, especially if you're working with a chalk paint and you're just trying to scuff up the top. You're not going to have enough dust to warrant dragging the entire table to a different location. So just lay a tarp down wherever it is and do it there. That will save you a lot of time and effort. Second thing, do you remember whenever I poured the sealant onto the top of the table? Yeah, don't do that. Just dip your brush like I did the second time and do a light coat, because if you're pouring it and you're using a very big, thick brush like this, the coat's going to be too thick, and then when you go to sand it down, it's going to take you forever. So have some patience, unlike I didn't. Like I didn't have patience. Okay, you get it. Do thin layers. It'll dry quicker and you'll get through it faster probably. I spent a lot of time sanding this thing down because I didn't have enough patience to do it in thin coats. Other than that, I kept the legs as they were. They were good. They were fine for what I'm going for. The color turned out fine, and because I was using a chalk paint, the sealant, it's a little bit messy, but it's okay for this project. It looks fine. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.